Hi, I'm Mike and I'm with the Flaman Group, and today we're going to talk about the J&M 1522 extended reach grain cart. This grain cart is loaded with features and it's about 1,500 bushels capacity. We'll start at the front of the grain cart with the PTO shaft. Not a lot of people like to talk about the PTO shaft, but this is not your typical PTO shaft. This is not a shear pin protected PTO shaft. It's a run-on clutch. What will end up happening is this clutch will become disengaged. You'll hear some clicking noises, and you just need to shut down the tractor and let it go back to idle, and the clutch will then re-engage itself and you're back in business, ready to go and unload. The drive shaft is completely covered. We'll move towards the auger. This is our 20-inch unload auger, and you can see right now it's in storage position. The reason why we put this auger down here like this is to maintain space. A lot of guys have lots of equipment and we want to park as much equipment into our sheds as we can, so this is going to save you some space when you're parking this unit in the shed. This auger will actually rest up on top. There's an angle iron that it's going to rest on when it's in field position, and you will be folding that auger out into its unload position from a horizontal position across the front of the grain cart. So this is the 20-inch bullet auger. It unloads fast. You know, people are typically going to be using their tractor idle. We like to say that we like to see you using maximum RPMs so that the auger will stay balanced, and it unloads very fast. There is a telescoping downspout that is going to improve the reach of the grain cart by at least 2 feet. That's the effective throw into the trailer or the truck or whatever you might be using at the harvest time. And this will increase that distance from side of grain cart to the truck trailer by about 2 feet. It's very nice design. You've got a light on the unload auger as well, and that comes on when the auger folds over. Moving around to the other side here, we're going to see a nice drop leg jack, nice and heavy duty. That is for when you're unhooking, obviously, and needing to unhook the tractor from the unit. You'll also see up here, you're going to see a 12-volt active light as well as lock and load. The 12-volt active light is just showing that the tractor and the grain cart have a 12-volt connection. The lock and load is going to light when this unit, when the auger is in the unload position and you've engaged the PTO on your tractor. As soon as that PTO is turning, you will no longer be able to activate this cylinder, accidentally folding the auger over and making a big spill on the ground. So a lock and load feature, that's one of our standard features on the J&M grain cart. It's a wonderful feature. This ladder is a really unique design, and it's only on the J&M grain carts. There's a bar that's on the inside here, and the weight of that bar holds the ladder tight up against the sign. When you want to use the ladder, you just pull it out. There's a little tab on it, and it'll lock in place. And now that gives you the access to climb up and see if there's anything going on inside the tank. Just simply lift that bar and let it slide back down, give it a little push, and there it is, stowed. We'll look at the clean out door. Clean out door is on a wheel. We got a latch or a spring pin here if you want to keep it open in certain positions. So that's a good design for the grain cart. The tire on this grain cart is a 1250 size Firestone on this particular model. The Firestone tire is a good tire, and that 1250 provides lots of flotation. Moving to the back, you see the banner, the X1522. X stands for extended reach. The 15 is the size of the grain cart. The 22 stands for 2 features. The one feature is the extended reach unload auger that we discussed, as well as a leaner, and we'll get around to the leaner side. At the back of the grain cart, you're going to see what we call the V-truss axle. The V-truss axle is very important for maximum durability in the field. This axle has been designed to take a monumental amount of stress and load, and we like to say that the J&M axle is one of the most important features of our grain cart because that'll provide years of trouble-free use. As well, getting up a little bit closer here, you're going to see a load bar facing at the back here. So there's a 5-point scale system on these grain carts. There's 2 bars on each axle or each side of the axle, and then a single bar up front on the hitch, and that provides very accurate readouts for the scale. This particular unit's equipped with an Agromatics Bluetooth enabled scale reader or indicator, so you're able to take your iPad or any kind of a tablet into the tractor, and you're able to view what the scale is reading out inside the tractor, inside the cab, on a very unique system. Moving around to the other side, we talked about the leaner series. The leaner series is here. You'll see it's a bolt-on side that extends the side of the grain cart approximately 2 feet out. So that 2-foot extension is going to be good for reaching. Maybe there's some combines that have don't have extended augers or missing maybe a 5-foot extension, and this brings that drop side closer to the combine, making unload and visibility a very good thing on this model. And then moving back to this side of the tire, you're going to have a look inside here at the hub, and you're going to notice on the 1250 option, the tire option, you're going to see 20 bolts, and that is a very rugged and very heavy-duty hub. So again, you know, when you maximize bushel capacity inside this grain cart and you're bouncing across the field, you want to make sure that those tires are going to stay on there tight. Carrying on forward, we're going to get to the back of the front of the grain cart, and as you can see, this grain cart is well put together, full of lots of features. I don't know if Jonathan showed you, but let's have a look at that Canadian decal package, Jonathan, and it's a wonderful package. This is obviously in black, and we've got a few of these to sell for this year, and of course you can get them in any color you want. If you'd like red, green, there's even an optional yellow or blue color as well for an additional charge. But that's the 1522 J&M extended reach grain cart, and call Flaman today.